Day of Reckoning is an action film, and there's a lot of action in it. Everything from overturning cars to explosions to old-fashioned shoot-'em-ups, and it's a thriller. It's probably not for the faint of heart. Probably, and if you've seen Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know what to expect. I thought it was a little bit better than most of his films, but I'm biased. I own them all. So, Day of Reckoning, I would give that five tubs of popcorn with maybe a can of Red Bull to keep you going. Tim? And how many bags of popcorn? I would give them both 4 or 5. And so keep on watching and enjoy the movies.
Hi everybody, this is Tim Heidecker on Cinema at the Cinema, and it's been a tough week. So I'm just going to turn it over to Greg. I can't do it today.
To the tumor? Hey guys, welcome to On Cinema, the webcast where we discuss new movies, review those movies, and then give recommendations to you, the viewer, as to whether or not to see those movies. And this week we've got 2 for you, and what are they, Tim? Okay. How's your family doing? Is the tumor gone down in size, or?
No, they are not. It's not a tumor. It is blood clots, and they have doubled. So they're now 12. Of where there was once 6.
You should have gotten the surgery, which is what I was suggesting all along.
Well, that ship has sailed, and continue. We've been spending time saying goodbye, looking at old pictures and going through stuff, and there's so much stuff. You look in my storage room that we have, there's just so much stuff.
Well, this might be a fun thing to do, you know? I mean, I guess...
I'm trying to just manage my time, you know? Time is so valuable to me right now that I can't... something like a scary movie is just going to be a waste.
It's not really a scary movie, it's a comedy. It's a parody of a scary movie, so it's actually quite funny. There are a couple of scary moments in it, but if you need something to get your mind off your troubles, I recommend Scary Movie 5. I give it 5 tubs of popcorn.
I've been going back and watching some of my favorite movies, movies that make me feel good, that I'm comfortable around, that bring a smile to my face. I was never a big fan of the Scary Movie franchise. I think it's junk, and I think those guys are just the worst, and they're just profiting off of violence and profiting off of gore and horror and people suffering, and I would rather watch something that makes me feel good. Sound of Music or something like that.
Or Oblivion, our other movie with Tom Cruise, which is a lot of fun.
I want to thank you for filling in here, and to Ayaka, who was such a big part of this season for us, and to my family, and all the people that watch
Why
the
don't you
show.
just get the surgery on this tumor and
It's
then
not that-
stop with this? Because
No,
it's not,
it is not
it's
a
not
tumor.
incurable. It's not an incurable situation.
It is not a tumor. There was a very small window during which surgery would have been appropriate, and that window is closed.
It's closed by you and your idiot doctor, because I've studied up on this, and I don't think that's really how it works.
I know.
With
Well,
a tumor.
you don't know anything about it. It's not a tumor. It's a blood clot. It is, 12 blood clots on my brain.
There's no reason for this. Just
well,
go get a real doctor, get some surgery, and let's get back reviewing movies. And enough with the erratic episodes and things, because
All right. Well, we're not. This isn't the Stone Age, the Dark Ages, and it's barbaric to do what they were suggesting, and that's just the choice we made. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for being a part of the On Cinema family, and thank you to Greg for all your work, and hope we made a small difference. And let me just say, from myself and the entire crew here, I hope you guys will remember me, and whenever you go to see a movie, whenever you get a popcorn,
especially if you go to a movie about a stubborn person that won't get surgery when they need surgery, that would fix the problem. Definitely think of him then.
thank you guys. Yes, and I apologize to you. I was a little late today. It's been a tough couple days in Hollywood for me.
Well, that's why we do things here in Victorville a different way. You should at least wait until afterward. There's no reason to do that on air.
If this doesn't get into my system, I go to a bad place. What did you think of this Suicide Squad? I wish I had.
I liked it. I mean, I would have to say 5 bags of popcorn is a slam dunk rating for this, and I'm going to throw in a pair of handcuffs for Dr. San for doing this once again.
Can't read this.
Christopher Walken.
I'm talking this way. I'm trying not to breathe out of my nose.
Okay, well,
I don't want the ideas from my head to come out of my nose. I want everything to stay inside. I'm trying not to breathe out of my nose because I don't want the ideas from my brain to come out of my nose.
okay.
Suicide Squad.
9 lives. Do you have a rating on
It's
this?
so hot in here. It's really hot.
This is very reminiscent. All right, just shut it down. We'll be back next week with
Wow.
more movie reviews. You can't come in like this and do this on the show.
Sorry. I'm really sorry.
You know, I'm bringing new professionalism to it this season, and for you to come in
I can't go.
sweaty.
I can't go back.
I mean, I can host the show myself.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, good, because this stuff will get you nowhere. All right, I'm gonna call Axe here. Come on.
It made me laugh, and I needed a laugh after what I had been through. I mean, last week we talked about the Suicide Squad, and that's where I was at, basically. I was at the 6th Street Bridge, I didn't tell you this. This is kind of breaking news.
We have the Rainbow Bridge in Victorville.
Yeah, well, I was at the 6th Street Bridge and was going to jump. And a police officer showed up and grabbed
Sounds
me.
like It's a Wonderful Life with James Stewart, 1939. Same plot, exactly.
Definitely had echoes of that. This is a much more real situation, though. That really did happen to me last week.
But it's very realistic, and it's also really great.
Yep. So, what else do we have?
Okay, sorry. Hey, are you there?
Yeah.
Listen, I am just going to apologize about the way I snapped at you and Mark. And I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm just a little bummed and regretful that I'm not there with you guys.
Well, if you were here, we wouldn't be here. We'd be in the real studio.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you, that I feel partly like 10%, 20% responsible for the
100%. Because I had a big finale planned and written, and actually had some props built and sets ready to go.
Well, I don't know how many times I need to explain it to you that there was an opportunity for me.
Well, explain it later so we can do this
I'm taking
segment.
it, and I am in a lot of pain right now because, hello?
What?
I'm not able to take my medication here because of the sort of draconian laws that they have regarding
Okay.
everything. And I feel like, I've been doing all sorts of other shit that they don't even know about.
This has nothing to do with the Oscars.
And I am like I'm on the 65th floor of this crazy, I don't know if it's like Four Seasons or some shit, but we're so high up I can see like into what they say is the Persian Gulf. And like the sun's about to come up.
Okay, I have to go now because we're in the middle of something.
Yep.
I'm not fucking around. I'm on the 64th floor, and there's a window here. You know what I mean?
Well, jump. Moonlight won for Best Supporting Actress. Bye-bye.
Did he say he was going to? Did he say he was going to call back, or we haven't heard from him? And you told him to jump, and I know he's done a lot of bad things to me, but I'm just wondering.
I don't think he would jump.
Maybe you should try him back, just because.
I'll do it after the segment. If he's jumped, he's jumped. I can't call and he's hanging by a thread out the window and then I save him.
I know, but you told him to jump, and so I'm
I told
worried.
him a lot of things, and I told him not to call too, and he kept calling. So why is he suddenly going to do what I say? If he was going to do what I say, that would be the thing to do, not to jump. Oh God. Okay.
Who, is it him?
I don't know. Hello?
Hey, Greg?
Yeah,
Greg, do you hear me?
I can hear you. Who is this?
Hey, this is Axiom.
Axiom. Hey.
Yeah, we're,
Is
Thank
Tim
God.
okay?
yeah, no, I actually called you for the same reason. Like, I just can't get a hold of him. I don't know where is he. Do you hear from him? Like, I have no idea. I
Well-
literally, like, we're here in the hotel. I just saw him last night after the show, and I have no idea where he is. Like, I'm like trying to find him.
We'll go knock on his door.
Well, he's not in the door. I like called the security. We opened the door, and he's not in his room. And like, apparently, it seems like he's never even been there. Like, I have no idea. So you don't have any news about him?
No, that's why I was calling you, or calling the hotel.
No.
But-
No, I have no idea where he is. I'm actually very, very worried. Like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know. I really have no idea. I don't know what to say. I'm here with Manuel, and he doesn't know.
Was
Like,
he
we're like-
vaping, or was he using the vaping? Is that legal in Dubai?
Hey, listen, I don't know. Like, we had a hell of a show. Okay, it was like crazy. People.
I don't- yeah, okay.
So he was like, I was like, I don't feel like, like, I don't try to control him after the show. I just let him do whatever he wants to do. Like, after the show, rock and roll stuff that you don't know anyway. But like,
I don't know. I just didn't feel like, holding him back from having fun. But I have no idea where he is now. Like,
All right. Well, do you have a pick for best picture? Oscar pick?
no.
Okay. Best actor?
Sorry, what was the list? Sorry, I can't
Oh.
hear you very good. Like, I guess it's like the
Well,
connection call. It's like a little fucked up.
Can you go to the front desk of the hotel and ask there if they know where Tim is?
Tell him to look outside, see
No,
if
yeah,
there's
I
sirens.
already called everyone. I called the cops. We called everyone. He's not there.
So
I
there's
have
no
idea.
siren.
Like,
But there's nobody that jumped out of the building, is what I'm asking. No one, like, there's no. You didn't hear a
the
siren.
windows were actually. That's the funny thing. So we went inside. I was inside the room. Was like seems like it didn't get inside. The only thing that was like weird is that the window of the balcony and was open. Like, but I don't think he would jump like from the balcony. Like, like we party. Well, we don't get as this much fucked up. After the show. Like,
Right.
He wouldn't do that.
Well, he
Like,
would, because he gets fucked up and burns things
No,
down.
I
But
don't know, man. I really, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just trying to see if you maybe can do something and try to track him down, or like, I don't know. If you
Okay,
have
well,
connections.
thanks.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
thanks for the update. I guess, I'm sure he's fine. He's probably just at, getting something to eat or something. But we're going to get back to the Oscar show. If you don't have any picks for Best Actor or Best Actress or anything, then...
Listen, I don't even care about that. I guess
Okay, well, I don't
we
care
filled
about
up
your
in a
music.
Raiders.
So thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Do you-
Okay, well, that was Axiom, so it sounds like Tim's fine.
I honestly, I'm not feeling up to this. I think I'm going to go home and make some calls to try to find out what's going on with him. Because,
There's nothing wrong. He's gone out to eat or something.
Well,
I don't want this dominating our show.
why is he going out to eat before dawn?
So if you call your friend and they don't answer, you immediately call the police and panic?
Well, when he's crying and you tell him to jump,
He was
jump
crying.
out. I
He was
do.
just acting like a jackass. If you don't call the police every time somebody doesn't answer the phone, that's insane.
Wow. I think I'm gonna go home and call him.
No, because we got to get through the rest of the award show.
No, Greg, I'm out. Okay.
But the thing is that there's nothing wrong with Tim. Axiom said there were no sirens and there wasn't. If he jumped out of the building, it would be on the news, and nobody says it's on the news.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna try to call him.
Just
at
call
home.
him from here.
Well-
What difference does it make where you're sitting when you make the call?
I'm just not feeling up to this right now. I'm sorry.
You said you would be here for the whole 4
You may
hours.
have killed Tim.
I didn't. Well, no, because if he killed himself, that's his own choice. It's always their own choice. Whether it's Tim or Heath Ledger or whoever it is, it's their own choice.
And I drove out onto the 6th Street Bridge, which everybody here knows in LA. It's a bridge that goes over the
It's in a lot of movies.
Yes, it's in a lot of movies. And I pulled over, I got out of the car, and I stepped up, and I really was there at that place where I thought, this is it. I mean, I'm tapped out. I said it last week, I am tapped out. Called Joe, he didn't pick up. Stood there for about 40 minutes. Couldn't believe I was at this place where I was really going to do it. And what was keeping me from doing it? And, I kept moving forward and stepping back. It was very difficult. And then I realized, I said, I got one card to play. Because I knew something. I had some information that the Delgados were working on this case with none other than Mark Dwyer, who I briefly worked with on my defense. Now, Mark and I have issues, and we are not always seeing eye to eye on everything, but I decided to throw all my chips in. I called Mark. I said, Mark, I'm in big trouble. He says, I know. I said, Mark, I'm standing here at the 6th Street Bridge. I'm ready to jump. Now, what good does that do to you and the Delgados? I said, Dwyer, the Delgados are sitting on a gold mine. They have Dakar, they have DKR, they have Decker, they have other properties. They've got On Cinema at the Cinema. They have OCX. And it's not generating a dime for them, especially if I'm down at the bottom of the LA River.
Dakar never generated money for anyone.
Watch it. I said, Mark, I'm giving you an hour to figure this out, or I'm jumping. Either you make a deal with the Delgados that lets me earn for them and do this show the right way so that it can make money and I can do what I do best, which is hosting this show the right way, or I jump. I said, Mark, call me back in an hour. Call me back at 9 o'clock. He says, I'll make some calls. Let me talk to the Delgados. 8:45, nothing. 8:50, no call. 8:56, the phone rings, and it's Mark Dwyer. And he says, you must have an angel looking out for you. And I got chills. I said, what's going on? What's the deal? He says, they're going to give you 30 days to do what you do, and they're going to be watching, right? I said, you saved my life, Mark. I'm going to make the best show possible. It's been a busy week. It's been a lot to get through. First of all, I've obviously sustained an injury, which we'll get into detail later. I'm so lucky to be alive. I had an incident with one of my firearms that accidentally deployed, and that happened on Sunday night. And just was very scary for both of us. And so just to paint the timeline here, Saturday, earlier that last week, we decided we made the decision to get married, transfer of ownership of certain things, but
sharing my house and all of that.
Right.
Getting
me in, and so, but we had a really nice Saturday where we went down to the courthouse, got married, had a nice dinner. The next day, I was moving my stuff in, and I was in the basement. And I had my cache of weapons and everything that I've been collecting.
How I feel
and she does not like that.
About weapons
does not like
in
that
my
in the
home.
house, which makes this totally, doubly ironic that this happened. But
It didn't happen on the set of the show.
no, and so what happened was I brought this with me. This isn't even my gun. This is something I was borrowing from.
Tim,
Sorry,
be
this is something I
careful
was
with the
borrowing
gun.
from Michael. Who lets me play around with these. Well,
Don't.
No, I'm not doing what I.
Tim, it might be loaded. Would
It's
you-
not loaded.
Well,
What I
wait.
was doing was
Oh my
cleaning
God.
it, which is what you have to do. I had the pipe cleaner and everything.
Don't
So
put that in your face again, please.
this is for everyone's benefit. I am trying to show you what happened was I was doing what you do is you have to see this
Just
jams.
put the thing in the
Careful
case.
with that. Don't point
Sometimes
that.
it could.
Just come on.
I'm cleaning the gun. You almost have to look at it from down the barrel to be able to get in there with the steel wool and the pipe cleaners.
I
You
don't
got to
think
keep your.
skilled enough to even be holding this gun right now.
So
put it
I'm,
away.
I'm giving an example of what you're not
Okay.
supposed to do. So
All right.
Whatever happened, I don't know what happened. Something happened where my finger got down, gun went off, and it must have gone like that. 'cause-
Tim.
And grazed my neck. And
And it could have killed you,
it
Tim.
absolutely could. An inch, and it would have gotten my jugular. I would have
Lucky.
bled out
well,
in 30
you
seconds.
bled all over the floor. So.
Well, it did cut me badly. I had a bad cut.
Yeah.
And don't
covered,
touch
yeah,
it. And
please.
I fell back, banged my head. I had a slight concussion. I was in the hospital. You come running down because
I know.
you
I
heard
had to
this big bomb.
find you in the blood
and you thought I'd
on the floor.
killed myself. But no, it was very
Yeah.
scary because I don't know what happened.
Why are you doing it again?
I'm not doing it again.
away.
That's why it's important is never clean your gun until you've done a good safety check. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm going to be straight with y'all. I've been abandoned by my wife, and I've been also, since going to the Rock House, I've been abandoned by my angel, my Dr. San, who has gone from my life. I've been all week trying to communicate with him, and there's nothing there. And this experience, people have been saying that I'm crazy, that I am not talking to angels, but that's like you either accept the concept of the afterlife or you don't. I know where we're at on that.
Yeah.
So if you, that's the simple question. If you do believe, then you have to accept that this is possible, that I can communicate with angels. Angels are involved with my life. I can go beyond the gates of heaven and exist there for periods of time, come back and have that experience, color and dictate the kind of person I am. There's no question about that. And that's not controversial. Is Dr. Stan a controversial person? Has he made mistakes in his life? Absolutely. Does that mean that he doesn't exist as an angel? No, that doesn't mean he doesn't exist. You know, I don't know. But he's not here now.
But I think we all get your drift, Tim, what you're trying to say, and I think we're all on board with you with that.
Yeah.
So he just. What's your review?
Oh boy.
I think of all time, sort of missed an opportunity. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and even Duel that we discussed on a previous episode.
You trying to scare me out of here? It's not gonna fucking work. Come on. Let's fucking go. Shoot me. I'm already dead, motherfucker. Come at me. Kill me, you motherfucker. Kill me. I don't want to fucking live. Okay? I fucked everything up. I fucked it all up! I fucked it up! I fucked it up! You think I'm scared of you? I've already died, motherfucker!
This was an interesting movie dealing with suicide, and that's certainly something that I have thought about over the years. And during some low periods, I know we talked privately about this, and we both have these feelings. I don't know if I probably should, you don't want that to come out.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
Certainly after
right.
the death of your husband, that was a period where I think both of you probably considered that. If you wanted the quickest way to get reunited with him and your son, you could have committed suicide, and that would be solve all your problems there. I apologize because we did talk about that in private.
Yeah.
And
Should we stick to the movies?
Tim, wake up. Come on, wake up. Tim. Tim, wake up. Tim. Tim. Something's wrong. He won't wake up. I don't know what's wrong. No, he's supposed to wake up.
Is he supposed to be out of this by now?
He should.
All right. Tim, okay, cut. We got to do the film reviews. Cut. Wake up. Tim. Okay, call an ambulance. Somebody call an ambulance.
I'm so sorry that I ruined
Wow.
your gift, and I fuck everything up.
Did you try it?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel sick. Fuck this. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know what that was. Why would I do that? I don't know what I don't know how to get this fucking nose off. I don't remember anything about that.
Oh.
I don't remember anything that night except that there was a flash of light. And you do whatever you want tonight.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Brendan Fraser has won for Best Actor.
It's a surprise.